demonstrate the knitted cast-on in slow motion. And honestly, this video should have been put out early in my slow motion series. I don't know how I missed it, but someone sent me a message saying, I can't find your video for slow motion knitted cast-on. I was like, because I don't have one. But we're fixing that today. I'm gonna put this out. If there are mother sauces in French cooking, the knitted cast-on is a mother cast-on. I would say it's one of the 3 basic sturdy cast-ons that are going to carry you through 90% of your projects. The other 2 I would say are the long tail cast-on, the one I use for everything, and I'd put the cable cast-on in there as well. They're sturdy, they're not stretchy. If a pattern says cast-on and the pattern doesn't tell you a special cast-on to use, you can use this one, you can use knitted, you can use cable. Or long tail. And I'll give you a link to those other 2 cast-ons in the video description field below. So we're going to do this in slow motion so you can follow along. Let's go slow-mo.
Okay, I'm going to start out with a slip knot. And if you need slip knot in slow motion, I'll give you a link here to that video. I made a slip knot close to the end of the yarn. You don't have to leave a long tail for this cast on. I just left like a 6-inch tail, something I can weave in later. Sew the slip knots on the needle in my left hand, empty needle in my right. Don't pull the slip knot too tightly because we're going to knit into that stitch normally. And then when we pull it through, we keep pulling and pulling and pulling, so it's long. It's a big stitch. And then with your left needle, come at that stitch from the back to transfer it to the left needle. I'm going to do this a few times in case you're following along. Then tighten it up, but not too much, because we're going to knit into this new stitch that we just made. Normal knit stitch, wrap it and pull it through, and then keep pulling and pulling. It's much easier to do if the stitch is big. And come at that stitch from the back to transfer it to the left needle, and then tighten it up a little, not too much. If you're working this cast on and you're pulling each stitch really tightly, it's going to be a lot harder to work. So now that you have the basics of this, I'll tell you the reason that we're pulling this long and coming at the stitch from the back is to get it mounted on the left needle correctly. Normally when we slip stitches from one needle to the other, we slip as if to purl, which is a straight slip, but the stitch would be mounted incorrectly. It would be twisted on the needle if we didn't do this. So pull long, long, come at it from the back and take the right needle out. Tighten it up, but not too much. I'll keep saying that because it's really important. Add it from the back. And to really be careful, I should be pulling these stitches down to the fullest part of the needle. I'm working on the tip there. But fast motion, I'll do it here. And there's the sturdy cast on.
And that is it. I hope you were able to follow along. Good luck.